like we went to yelling at each other, this and that. And I told you, like, when she gets a certain way, she's stubborn too, like me. Hey, stop, let me out. Like, let me. Like, well, no, I'm not finna let you out. I'm gonna stop. Oh, we're in the middle lane. I'm gonna stop in the middle of I-4 and let you out at night.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get hit. Who responsible? Me, right? That's how I think.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, one of the craziest things that I ever seen, man. Like, so, you know, like when somebody's saying something, you don't think that sometimes certain things are really gonna happen. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so she grabbed the door and was like, let me out. And I was like, man, girl, stop playing, man. Leave the door alone. Like, with the exit coming up right here. Like, I'll let you out at least when we get on the trail. Like, I'll let you out I'll pull over to the side on the sidewalk and I'll let you out.
You want a bottle of water or something?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hang tight.
Yes, sir.
Al, you doing good, man? I just gotta make sure the light stays on.
Ain't cut it off.
Doing? Yeah, I know. It's motion sensing. So you just take a little nap for me. All right, we'll be with you in a bit.
Mr. Ayala, how you doing, man? Doing all right? You remember me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Off the track on.
You got it, man. You got it. Any idea?
I called you.
No, you didn't.
I called you twice.
No, you didn't.
Voicemail.
No, you didn't.
You got my ID. How
Okay.
I call you?
You never called me. What
Yeah.
number did you call me on?
I called you at the number I came here and got. They got me on camera. They
Okay.
gave me your personal number, so how didn't I come in and contact you? I contacted your supervisor
Okay.
also.
Yeah, we got a
And-
page.
And you got my ID.
Okay.
Like you're holding my ID hostage, my personal identification.
You got
like,
a new one, so it's okay.
It's not in it's not in evidence or nothing.
Well, you're
It's
right.
in your personal possession. Like
because
why?
it's part of my case file.
Oh, so you take it home with you and stuff?
No, it's-
That's how it works.
this
My
stays here.
personal identification is how that works.
This stays here.
That's crazy, man.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea why you're here?
I don't.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, so you remember the last time we met, right? At that point, you said you didn't want to talk to me.
I was in trial.
Okay. So obviously, there's a reason why you're here.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm not trying to be an asshole. No,
Okay.
I'm really not. Man.
Okay.
It's just, look, this is a lot of bullshit.
Okay.
And,
Well, if we could get through this, we might be able to wade through all the bullshit.
I mean, like, I'm in ease. It's
Okay.
over with. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
it's
I mean,
over with.
here's
I'm
the deal.
going to jail for this anyway, so it's like, it's pointless. And you know how the system works.
Well,
You know how
but
it
so
goes.
it's not pointless because you have an opportunity to, give your piece, right? At the end of the day, if people don't talk, that's their right if they don't want to speak to us. But at the end of the day, we don't hear your side. We don't hear what happened from your own words. Okay, it's speculative. We can always speculate as to what happened. Okay, so that's why I want to afford you that opportunity. Okay,
And-
but before we do that, I have to read you your rights.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so let me knock that out real fast.
Yes.
And because I don't want to violate your rights, they're extremely important. All right.
Do you have a key?
I do not.
Can we go
you
get
want-
one?
Yeah, let's get him out of handcuffs.
I'll do that.
Let's do that. We're gonna get you out of handcuffs. You want some water?
I'm not going, yes, sir.
Okay, we'll get you some water.
I don't
Judge.
want no, nothing
Well,
like,
no, we'll get you out of cuffs, man.
Right out here.
Is that one working?
Yeah.
That's good.
of course it's worth it.
Thank you.
So, well, no, we actually had an officer get trapped in this actual room. That's why this key's there, because that reader was not working. Stand up for us.
Yeah, turn around, because this way you don't have to bend over. We're just bend over at the waist there. There you go.
Perfect. Like I said, I just want to give you an opportunity, that's all.
I'm just playing the Good Cop Rose.
Who?
Like the movie.
Him?
No, I'm saying like,
Listen, I treat everyone the exact same way, okay? Just because you're here in front of me in handcuffs, I'm not going to treat you like a criminal, okay? I'm going to treat you like a human being. I'm going to treat you with respect, and I'm going to make sure all your rights are taken care of, okay? But before I could even get into why we're here, I have to read your rights.
yes, sir.
All right? So you'll hear me say, do you understand?
Yeah.
When I say that, I need a loud and clear yes or no. If you don't understand,
Where the so I can say it. So
you just speak aloud. Just speak aloud. And you know what I'm going to do too?
Water bottle action.
And I'm also going
What
to,
is it?
and I'm also going to record it with this, so we have it as well.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay. So this is Detective Travis Ring, Orlando Police Department. I'm here with Detective Brian Farrar, Orlando Police Headquarters, interview room number 5. This is going to be in reference to Orlando Police case number 2023-34313. We're here with a Mr. Robert A.
Albert.
I'm sorry, Albert. I'm just so used to saying Robert for whatever reason. My apologies. It's Albert Berry Ayala.
You must know a Robert.
What's that?
You must know a Robert.
I do. So, your date of birth is what?
12/27/1989.
Okay, perfect. And like I said before, I got on my personal digital recorder is that I'm going to read your rights. If you don't understand, please let me know.
Yes.
All right? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one, one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No, sir.
Okay. Can we talk about what happened while we're here?
Go ahead.
You recognize that vehicle?
I do.
Huh?
I do.
Whose vehicle is it?
Somebody I used to talk to.
And who is that?
Tequilla Shepherd.
And who?
Her name's right on her.
Right. And who's Tequilla to you?
I mean, it's like a acquaintance or a girlfriend, like,
Mhm.
you know, on and off, back and forth.
How long were you guys dating?
Like on and off for about 2 years.
Yeah. It was pretty serious, right?
Well, she was talking to me when I had a girlfriend already, so
Oh.
I mean, it was back and forth. It wasn't really like, you know, she had her people, I had mine, and it is what it is.
I gotcha.
You know, sometimes we'll, you know, you get in them zones and you be, yeah, like, but other than that,
I gotcha. When was the last time you talked to Tequilla?
I'm not sure of the date.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Why is that?
Well, I'm sure you know.
Well, I'm asking you.
I mean, shit, and from what I hear,
What do you hear?
the what social media saying, what's the street saying, and something. I guess she's gone.
Like gone as in
I don't know. Like I don't know. She's not here. I don't know if she whatever. I guess I don't know.
So you guys were together for 2 years and you guys would talk quite regularly, right?
Yeah, but I told you we'll go on and off. So we'll get mad at each other. She'll get mad because I'm talking to this girl. Or I get mad or whatever, and we ain't talking no more. We don't want to talk for months. We won't talk for a week. We won't talk for a few days. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
I'll go back home and, you know, make it work with the old lady, and she'll go back where she going there. Or she used to go through these things and disappear.
Okay.
Like for a week, go to the beach and go to a room or whatever, and hey, she don't want to be bothered.
I gotcha.
It's nothing we could do about that. I mean, after a while, people start saying, oh yeah, like, you heard from her, you heard from her, you heard from her, and nobody heard from her, then people might, but she'll pop back up.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, or like I said, it could be a few months.
Mm-hmm.
I might go on about my life, talking to my girl and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, it just be, you know, back and forth. That's all this relationship really was with her.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. From what I understand, she had Lord knows tattooed on her collarbones right here. That seems pretty serious to me. You have it underneath your eyes. She had it on her
A lot
collarbones.
of people got Lord knows. I mean, I've been in a prison where almost the whole prison got Lord knows. It's a common tattoo.
Right, but you know when you see people that
Now,
are
if it was
dating,
my name,
hmm
that would be more serious.
yeah,
I mean,
I
Lord
agree.
knows is a common tattoo.
Okay.
You can't, you know, that's. But
So let's go back to where you're saying that she's gone. You need to elaborate more. Is she like out of town? Is she on vacation? What's the deal?
that's just the way, I guess, speaking. I mean, I'm not really proper.
Okay.
Like, I guess, like, I don't know. It just really, honestly, truly, I don't know nothing about like what's the ending, like where is she or anything. I haven't seen her, none of that. So it's like I don't know.
Okay.
I don't honestly know, and that's the guys I'm sure. I don't physically know, like I haven't seen her, so it's like, hey, all I know is social media, the streets. Social media, the streets. That's
Okay.
all. And
So-
it's like, and I mean, the news.
Okay. What did the news say?
The news said that I'm not sure exactly what the news said, but I know it was a accident.
Okay.
And clearly, as the picture shows,
Mhm.
it clearly was an accident.
Okay.
So,
Well, let me be the first to tell you, if you don't know already, she is dead.
and you wouldn't just like, you wouldn't just say that.
Nope. When was the last time you drove that car?
First, you know, like I said, social media, the streets. I never really knew.
Mm.
And I tried to talk, like, to her family, but my family had already talked to her family because they got mutual, you know, people.
Okay.
And I guess, like, I know her father already didn't like me, so it was to the point where, like, I couldn't even, like, really ask. All I keep hearing is, like, yeah, this and that you heard, like, da-da-da. Like, no, I didn't. Like, I heard, like, whatever, yeah, this and that, da-da-da. But as far as the car,
Mhm.
have I drove it? Of course I drove it. I drove it multiple times, plenty of times, all the time. I
Okay.
used to take her to work,
Mhm.
kind of get her, like, you know, when we was on and
Mhm.
when we was off, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? So,
So do you remember the last time you drove that car?
I can't remember the exact date, but I know it was a few months ago, about 4 months ago.
Okay. So we're in March, I'm sorry, we're in April now. Okay. So are we talking January?
I think January.
Okay, were you guys on in January?
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah.
Okay. So when,
I mean, like, yeah, the line of on,
Mhm.
like how y'all will probably understand it, is kind of complicated with how our relationship was. It's kind of like, you know, like most, like we're best friends, like, so it's like, we just wanted the best for each other, and
but if you're driving her car in January, that means you guys were on. You guys weren't like not talking to each other, so things were going good? Or so to speak.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine.
On, but not, you know, it was, you know, it was all right.
All right.
It was all right in January.
Did it start to turn the other way to where you guys weren't talking with one another?
Yeah, we have our days.
So,
So we just about little bullshit, like
like what? Give me an example.
it was like, oh, you was late picking me up. I don't want to hear that shit.
Okay.
Whatever. Bye. Like, I don't like to argue. I don't want to do none of that. So it's
Right.
like, whatever. Like, if you're gonna do that, hey. And you know, she didn't really either. So it's like, hey, we just go not. We won't talk to each other for a few days. So that's just how it goes.
I got
So,
you.
you know,
All right.
I mean,
So
it's like, yeah,
go ahead.
nah. That's just,
Hmm?
because I used to drive the car. So it's like, seeing the car like that, I don't think.
Did you crash this car?
Oh, that's, oh, I thought it was part of the picture. I was like,
No,
wait, did I?
Yeah,
hit
there's
the car?
two
I was
pictures.
like,
This is
alright.
this is the
Okay,
front
yeah,
end,
yeah, okay,
and
yeah.
that's look. This is looking in through the passenger side of the car. Did you crash the car?
You know what? Only the truth will set you free. I crashed.
Okay. Tell me about it. What happened?
And you know what? It's crazy because it's like, and it's going against. I mean, you know, this is what your lawyers say. This is what your lawyers like. But in this situation, like, so hell, I love this girl.
I can tell.
And I want to see how, like, I kind of understand, like, the car park. I understand this.
Mm-hmm.
But So what part are you talking about? Like, what's going on? Just whatever you're gonna ask me, bro. Just be straight up with me. Ask me,
I'm
man.
gonna.
Go
I need to
ahead.
know what happened that night.
I want to pick her up from work,
Okay.
and you know, like, it was one of those things again. Like I was telling you, like sometimes it'll be the little stuff that, you know, boom, 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 whatever. Yeah, da 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 da. She was already stressing about her business wasn't like going the way it's supposed to be. She runs a tax service, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And she's the type that when she gets to a certain point,
Mm-hmm.
she starts tripping, like screaming, like hyperventilating and stuff, like like man, all that. And you know, like me, I'm stubborn. So if I'm talking about something and you talking about something, I'm talking about what I'm talking about. But I mean, excuse my language, but that's
Fine.
what's going on. But as I got her from work, you know, it started, and then like she asked me something, I asked her something. She was stuck on what she was talking about, like I said, and then I was stuck on what I was talking about. So it got a little frustrating, got a little I ain't like a little heated, you know what I'm saying? And this and that, whatever. And it started closer by her job, and she was like, "Oh, you could just let me out and walk, let you out."
Mhm.
It's nighttime in the middle of the fucking highway. I'm gonna let you out? Nah, that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, like, so whatever, let's go. Quiet for a little bit, then this and that, like, you know, well, you can get truck. I mean, you can give me a truck. Okay, whatever. We finna go to my uncle's house though. Whatever, cause that's what I do. I go to my uncle's house. This how it always happens. You can ask them, like, she'll drop me off. I'll get my shit out the car in a bag and go up there. And then next thing you know, 2 days later,
She's back.
it's right back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, like I said, it started there. And it's crazy. And before I get this, like, you know, like, I came here. Like, they said something, like, yeah, that's good. Like, I understand, like, but in this situation,
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing but, I can't tell you nothing but the truth. And it's crazy, like, I really came here today, like, when I seen I was going this way,
Mm-hmm.
and I had already tried, like I said, you try to talk to me and try, you want to talk, because I was in trial, and that was
Right.
real. That was real. I ain't
Right.
know
No,
I was
and
in trial.
no, I
But
got you.
when I came back,
Mm-hmm.
I did come up here to get my ID.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me a number. I
Mhm.
called. And after that, I was just like, man, you know what? I ain't going to talk to someone no more, because it's like I tried.
No, I got
know
you.
what I'm saying?
And
And
you know,
it just is something that I don't like talking about. I don't like thinking about it. I don't like, because it's one of the craziest things that I ever seen and experienced.
I'm sure.
So it's like, as we go, it started back up. And like we went to yelling at each other, this and that. And I told you, like, when she gets a certain way, she's stubborn too, like me. Hey, stop, let me out. Like, well, no, I'm not finna let you out. I'm gonna stop. We're in the middle lane. I'm gonna stop in the middle of I-4 and let you out at night.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get hit. Who responsible? Me, right? That's how I think.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, one of the craziest things that I ever seen, man. Like, so, you know, like when somebody's saying something, you don't think that sometimes certain things are really gonna happen. Like, so she grabbed the door and was like, "Let me out." And I was like, "Man, girl, stop playing, man. Leave the door alone." Like, with the exit coming up right here. Like, I'll let you out at least when we get on the trail. Like, I'll let you out I'll pull over to the side on the sidewalk and I'll let you out. So, in my mind, I'm thinking like, you know, like, no fucking way, like, hell no, like, she's just trying to say that because what the hell, like, what I'm trying to ask her, what I'm talking about, like, what we arguing about shit, like, back and forth. And then she fucking, like, she grabbed the handle. Said, fuck that. Now, with that being said, here's officers and men, like, I mean, we all went to school, we know, like, look at, I mean, my dad took pictures of me the next day. Like, now I'm explaining how, like, why I ain't come and, you know, all this and that. But driver's seat, passenger seat. To force her out of the car, push her out of the car.
Say it again?
I said to get her to force her out the car, push her out the car. I would have had to literally be in the middle lane, blindfold. I would have literally had to hold the steering wheel, reach over her, grab the door, push the door open, going over 50 miles per hour. For the velocity of the air, pushing the door back, forcing the door back closed. And her, who wants to get pushed out of the car? Who wants to get, like, get out of the car, get out? Who wants that? So, of course, a grown woman that's about my size would have been what? Oh, no, no. Nothing. Did nothing. Got so intense to the point where she really tripped. Son died. How this happened? After that, for like 2-3 seconds, you can only imagine. Now, when it first happened, like when, like what the fuck? Nothing. It can't. It's gone. It's out the car. Like I couldn't. But I still got to try to, you know.
Of course.
And now, 2-3 seconds, my mind is like in the rear view. Like, did she just do that? Like it shocked me. Like, what the fuck? Like, she just did that. And then it fucking clicked, like, oh shit, she did just do that. So let me go to try to turn around or fucking, but like I said, I'm in the middle lane at this point. It's a car on this side. It's a car on this side. So as I'm finna get ready. I'm right there at point. I want to just bust a U in the highway, but and the wheel was already like, well, not the wheel, but like the brake thing was already messed up a little bit. So it's kind of like when I swerved this way and I swerved this way and was still trying to like turn, and it just, but the way the exit was coming up, I got to make a quick decision. Of after it happened so quick. It's all this in a matter of 10 seconds. Whoop, whoop. Oh shit. Oh, boom. And then it started fucking hydroplaning. It started hydroplaning on the rim.
Okay.
I can't control it no more. Boom. Now, when this happened, what? Alright. So, when this hit me, and like I paused, not because like I'm really like, because I'm trying to think. When I got hit, it's like, hey, whoa, like, what the fuck? The bitch hit me hard. And not even that, because to tell you the guy's honest truth, and it's crazy because all this within seconds, within 1 to 10 seconds. So I'm finna, as I see it hydroplaning, in my mind, I'm like, she just jumped out. Like, I done been in an accident before. Like, I know how that shit could get. Look at you, a fucking car, man. Like, it's just, I went to, like, crouch up. Like, I'm finna jump out before I hit the fucking wall of the tree or this bitch flip over or something. Like, I'm finna jump out. As I get to crouching up, it boom, boom, hit the tree. So not only does the airbag hit me as I'm crouching up, but it like fucks me. Like I'm fucked up. I fuck around and the door stuck, jammed, can't get out. So shit, I'm finna like, shit, get out this way. So shit, when I go to stumbling out that way, like, shit, glass everywhere, shit, like, I just fall out the car. Boom. Like, when I fall out the car, at this point, like, honestly, it's just, I'm disorientated. I don't know, like, I'm just like, literally standing there like, what the fuck? Then I'm like, oh shit. She jumped out the car. Let me go see if she's straight. So as I went and remembered, as she did that and went to go, I want to, in my mind tells me to run up the highway, go see if she's straight, go see what happened. And I hear the siren. When I hear the sirens, I don't know if they police sirens. I don't know if they ambulance siren. All I know is there's some kind of sirens, like, and like as I'm running, I'm kind of like whoa, like I decided not to go around to check on her. Why did I do that? Well, as you can see, I had trial coming up. I'm already going to trial for armed traffic. The last thing I need is a crash in a car. The charge at hand, like as being charged with what she decided to do, that wasn't really on my mind, because and I hate it. That's why I'm like talking about it, because I hate to say it like that. And when people try to talk to me or ask me about it, I had nothing to say to them, because it's like I love her, and she was a great girl. She was a good girl, like, and I just don't want to put that on her like that. Like, yeah, like she. So like, and that's like I say, like, hey, tell people like, hey, like Scarface say, man, hey, Eric, hey, blame people, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'll be him. But that's the truth. God's honest truth, man. Like, you know, people go through things. Mm-hmm. But you never have control of what the next person does. You don't. And you never realize how serious things get until stuff like this happens.
Right.
You never take it that serious of what somebody's really saying until something like this happens. But to finish it all off, I hear sirens. I decided not to go up the ramp and check on them, because the trial, and the fact is, I'm not a paramedic. If she jumps out of the car going over 50 miles per hour with cars right behind us, you gotta know that, like, it's kind of common sense. What do you think was gonna happen? Like, what do you really think is gonna happen? Mm-hmm. So, because I kind of like, I process things quick. Mm-hmm. My mind, like, so it's like, boom, and I can't do nothing. It's nothing I could do but get in trouble. There's nothing I could do but get in trouble for crashing this car. Like, that's all I could get. Like, I'm going to jail. I'm out on bond. I'm going to trial. I don't want to go to jail, so I don't go.
Where do you go after?
So, last thing I remember, I'm running. I told you I'm injured already. I'm disorientated. I run, I fall out.
Do you remember where?
Now all that becomes a blur. I fall out, I wake up, and then I get in my dog house, and he tell me when people say, he tell me this happened. Mm-hmm. He tried to show me on the news. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Like, no. So it's a mixture of all type of things at this point. Mm-hmm. Fear of my record, of how this could look, and what people could think. And I promise you, also, I ain't have to do this, man. Yeah, I don't do this. You can check my record, man. I don't do this. I don't talk. I get here, I say I want to see a lawyer, and boom, it's over with. I go back. I go to jail.
Mhm.
I told her this. I don't owe nobody else, and it's the truth.
I believe you.
And it's like I got to, man. Like my people tell me, like they kept telling me, like if I get put in a situation, just tell them the truth, man. And that's all I could do. Like I ain't even, like, you see how long it took me? Like I'm saying, like, did I crash the car? Right there, I could have said, nah, man, it's over with. Like, but that's not the truth. I told you the truth, man. Like, that's all I got, right?
Okay. When you guys left, you picked her up at her work. She works over by the airport, right?
She was at the airport.
At the airport, okay. You picked her up, and you're heading to your uncle. Were you heading to your uncle's house originally?
No, I was headed to her house.
Her house, and that's the
Well,
one.
I mean, it's off Paramount.
Off Paramount, okay.
Yeah, in Grand. My uncle stays on 19, so it's
On K
like
Street.
all the same
I
area.
got you.
know
I
what
got
I'm saying?
you.
So it's all,
What route do you normally take, like when you pick her up from work? Which way do you leave the airport? How would you normally go? And that night, which route did you drive? Do you remember?
the highway. You always ride the highway. Like, I mean, unless she usually, like, if she drives, she want me to take the back streets and go on the roads, like through the east side and whatever, we'll do that. But that, like, we usually take the highway. That's what we'll go.
So that night you took the highway?
Yeah.
So you take like the 528 to
Yeah, you take the 528 from there to there. So it's like,
Right, but well, there's a couple ways you could go. You go 528 all the way to I-4, which puts you just a little south of Disney,
You
or
know, like,
528 to the
see,
Turnpike to I-4.
And that's the thing, like, we take different ways. Like, we might get off. It depends on, like, if we want something to eat from here, or we go here, or we want to do this, or we do that after
Okay.
work, like, whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't want it. Like I told you, like, I'm trying to say everything
I
as it
appreciate
was.
that. Uh-huh.
If I'm not mistaken, we took the 528 all the way to I-4 this night
Okay.
and went straight down.
Okay.
All the way till we got
I got you. How fast do you think you were driving when this happened?
over 50.
Okay. Well, that area is what, 55, 60?
Mhm.
Okay. So are we saying
See,
like
because-
considerably over 50 or?
No, see, and that's the thing. Like, you know, like when you I mean, everybody don't do the speed.
You're right.
Come
You're
on,
100%.
man.
No,
You
I
know what
got
I'm
you.
saying? Like,
I got you.
But when she went to touching the door, that shit kind of like start like, hey, no, like don't fuck. Like, what the fuck you fucking with the door for? Like, leave the door alone.
Mhm.
Like, I'm gonna let you out when we get off the exit. And I know, like, it's crazy because I'm like, is that is because I didn't hold her against her will. I was holding, basically, like, that's like saying you finna see your wife fucking hang herself. Like, no, you're not finna, come here, like, no. I'm not finna fucking let you out in the middle of the fucking highway at night. You're talking crazy right now. That's not gonna happen.
Mhm.
So, no, I'm not stopping the car right now. I'm gonna stop the car when we get off the fucking exit. I'll stop the car then. I'll pull over on the side where it'll be more safe.
That makes sense.
So it's like, she wasn't going for it. Like,
So when she exited the car, can you demonstrate how she did it? If you remember.
yeah, I could remember. It just, I wasn't like you. I'm driving,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like when I say everything happened so quick. Boom, boom. Like the first time she tried to like, hey, like stop. I'm telling you, let me out, let me out, let me out. No, like hell no, I ain't finna let you out the car. No. Fuck that.
So
And so when I guess she had the door for like 2-3 seconds. And I'm like, man, shut the door, like stop. But I'm driving, so I still gotta watch the road because I don't want to crash.
Mhm.
she swung on her knees and dropped her body.
So she went on knees first? From what you remember?
I mean, I seen her swing her knees. I don't know, like, I don't know how she fell out, but I know she just went out.
I got you.
And it's like, and I'll tell you the God honest truth, like, I'm wrong. This right here, like, I ain't got no license. Shouldn't been driving, I know that. Like, yeah, whatever. But I could drive, do it all the time, like, whatever. Like, that's far from the issue right now. I drive with no license,
Right.
The 4 or 5 fucking people that fucking hit her and never fucking reported it or never stopped or nothing. Fuck that.
How do you know people didn't stop?
Well, I mean, like, like I said, I didn't even know, like, for all I know was, like, she was injured or whatever, or they were trying to keep us apart or whatever, and just don't want me around her, or she's talking to you guys about, like, what happened, y'all trying to figure things out. And even with that, I would have been alright. She here.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Straight, like. That's what I kept hearing. I mean, with the conflict of the family, I can't even go to the fucking funeral. That ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna fucking happen, man. And, like, I think about this all the time. Like, I don't even know where she fucking buried at. And man, it's crazy. Like, I don't do this. I don't. It's a horrific moment though, and like this ain't no act, dog. That's horrific. And you gotta look at it like truly as a human being. Like, I got a record, like, cool, yeah, whatever, like, that don't make me not human, though. Like,
You're right.
if you get put in a situation like this, nobody really, you don't know how you'll handle it.
Right.
You don't know how you'll handle it. You can't just say, oh, yeah, like, after it would have happened, I would have stayed right there.
I mean, fear took over at that moment.
Yeah, and it's because of, like, I got like 10 years in the system.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, man, it's kind of like, it get harder now.
You score high.
Yeah, I know.
So we got your DNA off all the airbags on the inside of the car.
So,
And we also got your DNA on the gun that was left in the car.
on the gun.
Mhm.
I mean, the gun always in the car. She's not licensed, but she's not a felon. I remember when she purchased the gun and when she got the gun. She really got the gun safe for my protection. But, it's like, it's been a couple times, like, like, and it's like, this ain't the big deal.
It's not.
So this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's like, if y'all want to do that, that's what it is.
And that's why I just want you to know that
I
I want to.
understand
You're
that,
being honest with me. I want to be honest
and
with
I'm
you.
explaining it. Like, like I said, we've been together for a minute. So it just be times like, I move the gun. I touch the gun. I move it. all right, like grab it or whatever. Okay, I'll put it in the bag or whatever, like in a bag, and we'll walk off and we'll go in the house or something. Put in the glove department or something like that. I'm kind of, I don't want to be around guns, like, because of what I got. Like, my record, like, when people, I mean, like, we all being, like, you know, I'm in the street, so even, hey, get away from me, like, I don't want that shit around me. I don't want it around me, like, even though things in the streets now, as of recently, like, you know, with this situation, you know, it's a lot of people feel some type of way. I don't want to do this. Don't mean I carry a gun, but, you know, I know, you know, like, where I was just at, you know, it's around. It's, you know, like, whatever. You know, it don't matter. It's because I'll do time other than my life. If somebody coming up there trying to kill me about a situation, like, okay, like, hey, whatever. But the gun is always vehicle. Like, I mean, like, it's, well, not always, but, you know, like, because when she goes to work and shit, it's not really supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes she forgets. Sometimes she be like, oh, yeah, like, well, I got to remind her. But I got other shit going on, too. I can't just be like, hey, baby, you got shit in the, you got to, you know, like, move that, like, shit like that.
Okay, what kind of gun was it?
It was, that was a 9.
You know what kind? Do you know what make?
Glock, right? Yeah, it was a Glock.
Where'd she
Made by Glock.
Where'd she get it at?
Off the streets.
On the streets. Do you remember where the gun was in the car?
At the time, no, I don't, because the way it happened, like, when the shit happened, like, I don't know if it was under the seat or if it was in the console or like, shit, I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know where it was that night. The shit must, the motherfucking, like, but it was there.
Is that another reason why you ran? Was you knew the gun was in the car?
I can't be right, because look, and that's the thing, like, honestly, I would have took it with me, grab that, like, I gotta get that, gotta find it. Like, I would have fucking, like, probably ended up getting caught trying to grab that. I don't, like, this is just like, that's what I'm gonna try for.
Because like I said, just my concern is, man, is obviously she had a lot of things going for her. She had a tax service that she was getting everything running. I know earlier that day she was talking to some of her clients, and then for her just to jump out of a car over an argument, that seems like way out of left field.
And I understand that, and that's how a lot of people feeling. I can't explain it, man. I can't explain it. That's the whole part that gets me. And you know what? Like, a couple family members, like, people I felt comfortable, like basically, like, opening up to about this shit. They say the same thing. And they don't directly tell me, like how you just told me. They'll say it to one of my cousins, and they'll come out a little bit later, and da-da-da.
Right.
I can't explain it, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, I can't explain it.
Okay.
Like I said, though, you might act a certain way with your fellow coworkers. With me, suspect, whatever, like, if whatever people you got working with you, when you go home to the wife, think about it. It's a whole different story, man. You got them nights, you got them days, like, that when it gets to a certain point, a lot of shit started coming out. And she loved me. She did.
And that's what makes this so hard for us to wrap our head around it.
It's like she loved me, and I loved her. It's just like, she kept saying, like, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of going through this. Like, I'm tired of, I'm tired of, like, my business ain't doing what, because even though she had a business, it wasn't going the way because it's her first year.
Mm-hmm.
The first year of trying to find, she been doing taxes for 4 years, but it's her first year. I kept telling her, like, baby, you good. It's straight. I mean, first of all, it was, she wanted 1 to 5 employees. She only found like 2, so it's like, but I said, a win is a win. Like, it ain't no, like, you still like elevating. It's not like, you know, you got a business.
Mm-hmm.
You got employees. Like,
Right.
you successful
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day. And you know, like, what she liked about me the most is I didn't see her for that. I didn't care about that. Like, you know, a lot of people and a lot of guys, like, especially in the streets, that's what they after they call business, like, alright, like, whatever. It was the communication, us talking, and that's something to me.
Mm-hmm. No.
And ever since then, I've been going through straight hell. Not knowing. It's so like, at the end of the day, it's there. Still, like, steady. I mean, I can't do nothing else about that. And now it's like, the only thing now is like, and I ain't gonna sit here and like, because it don't matter, like, you know, like, in the day, like, I truly don't know how y'all feel. So I'm not gonna sit there and judge y'all about how y'all feel, honestly.
Right.
But I kind of like, I got an idea like how this shit be working. How sometimes, oh yeah, they, you know, we had the confession, you know, like whatever. He admitted to driving the car, like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But it's more than that. Also, hey man, and this shit is like I said, I ain't had to tell y'all none of that.
You're right.
I say nothing.
You didn't.
And it's just like, cause then what? First of all, oh yeah, let me try to see what they know and see him play and sit there. Oh yeah, I ain't trying that car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I had an idea because I'm like, man, like, that's what you basically, like, it's your first come to mind, like, don't say nothing. Be quiet. Go through the motions. You know what? I'm gonna have to go through the car. Still, my son, like, that's more happy. And no, I know y'all, and it's like, I'm trying to find a better way to kind of like explain her what she did. but I can't. Other than the argument, and it's like she gets like this. All right, just can you believe? Well, it happens all the time, but it's just, people hurt themselves and do certain things because they feel like the person that they love don't feel the same way they feel. She gets in these moods, and she tells me all the time, like when we get back good, like, why you do this to me? Like, do what? All I tell you is take me to my own guys. I put my shit in the bag, and because I'm not with all that extra shit. I'm not. And that's what I told her that night. But that on top of her business not going good, the shit at work, like, she don't want to work the job and have to do the business, like, da-da-da-da-da, like, stop. Like, just stop. Like I said, I'm a little stubborn, but push a little bit. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. Because, you know, sometimes people say certain things, or they go to yelling and stuff, like, because they just be trying to throw you off of what you trying to ask them, or what you trying to talk about, or what y'all arguing about. But that's why she goes on she would literally leave for a week and nobody would hear from her at all. I mean, y'all could, if they'll tell y'all, but her family will tell you. She would literally leave for a fucking week. And, or two. One time she left for 2 whole weeks. We didn't hear from her nothing. And we was all right. We're doing all right then. Like, so I was trying to call her. Voicemail. She gets like this. But you never know. Like, my cousin might know me. My friends might know me. But they ain't gonna know you like the person that you with, wake up with, sleep with. You know what I'm saying? So, the best way I could, like, you know, and I ain't trying to be rude, like, I know y'all probably can't understand and can't wrap y'all heads around it. You know, some things you never will understand. I don't even understand it. Shit blowed me, that's what I'm saying. Like, when she fucking did it, it blowed me. I told you, for 2-3 seconds, I'm in the fucking rear view, like, or like just thinking, like, what? Like, my mind went totally blank. I can't see. Like, I'm just zoned the fuck out. Oh shit, she did. Like, oh shit. And then that's when it all. So, I mean, like, and then I told you the reason from after, like, why I didn't come.
I get it.
Off top. Yeah.
I got you.
Why I ain't talk to you at trial? I was scared of the situation. And I was in trial, so I didn't know how that would affect my trial.
Well, and yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know what happened, but it is what it is.
So it's like, and then, like, you know, in my mind, like, I don't know everything, like, you know, when it comes to legal things, but I did know that, like, I'm going to trial before I could go back to prison, like, for a minute. So by you guys coming to talk to me, and that's why I had a mistrial that day, because while y'all,
I know.
when y'all came in, when you guys came,
Oh, I know.
Oh, you heard about it?
Oh yeah. I was well
The judge
informed.
say that she told you don't come until after the trial. But anyway, she said that I ain't like basically like, well, when I looked at everything, I was like, man, these jurors see y'all, come and talk to me. Ain't gonna look good. They gonna be like, oh yeah, he's, you know, he gets in trouble. Yeah, just guilty. So that's why, like, and then frustration too. Like, damn, they came to my trial. Like, I could at least wait until I came downstairs, or after trial, whatever. Like, so, and you see, kind of like how it was, like when I first came, like when you guys first came in. I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna be an asshole, like, you know, like, fuck that, like, play the little game, and then say, nah, I wanna talk. Who was that picture out of?
I see.
Say something. To get to a certain point. And even when she's mad as fuck at me and arguing with me, like, to the point, it's just like, I couldn't do nothing to it. So it kills me that people, but to take what happened off of her, like, as far as society is concerned, I do that. I'll be responsible. I do that. Even though I know it happened, I'll do that. I'll take that. Okay.
You know anything?
Do you mind?
Please.
Albert, I don't know if you hear this a lot from us or not, but you know what? I am sorry for your loss. Because I can tell you're hurting, right? And you are a human being, just like we're human beings. So it doesn't mean that we can't sympathize with you, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for your loss, all right?
I am too.
But if you can bear with me for a sec, okay? Just want to try and get everything straight and make sure, because I'm going to ask questions that people, when they listen to this, might say, why didn't you ask these questions, or we want to, so, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See, and
Go ahead.
this is why. You know, I think a lot of people would like to tell, like, what happened.
I think you need to get it off your chest.
But it's like, your most fear is that, especially situations like this,
Yeah.
you get it, the same question I ain't asked you 3 different ways, and this and that, or why this and why that, and did this happen and did that happen. You ask me, I ain't tell y'all what happened.
I got you.
I want to. Did.
And a lot of it is because you talked a lot. And I wanted to afford you that opportunity because I respect you like that.
Yeah.
and-
But I mean, like, I understand, like, you know, you still got to get the details.
Well,
and all.
and-
It's
It's just certain things.
It's
It's,
just certain
okay.
things.
It's just certain
it's
things.
just, you know, but that's the only part.
Yeah, I
that
got you.
It would be like,
And listen, I don't want to make you have to talk about this more than you've already had, because it's upsetting to you.
and I just hate, and I swear, like, I hate, like, because, you know, like, we watch shows like this, we see this, so it'd be like, shot job, man. But you know what, this my pain.
Right.
This shot job, y'all go home,
But-
man. Y'all be, like, you know,
I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in law enforcement for 17 years. Okay? This was the hardest night that I've had in a very, very long time. It was difficult for me,
You,
okay?
I still can't. I can't access that video or the news clip. I can't see none of that. I don't
And
want to.
Listen, I feel your pain. I can see it on your face. All right? This was a hard night for me. Okay?
And that's probably why you were trying to. I get it. Like,
So-
I get why you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
reach, like, get at it. How you felt about this night is probably why we're here right now.
So, obviously, my personal feelings aside, so I have my personal feelings, and then I have
Yeah,
what the law tells me, okay? I had more questions than answers for Keela's family.
I know.
Up until today, this moment, I had more questions.
And I know
And
they
it
got
was-
them too.
Huh?
They got them too.
They do. I had a lot of speculation, right? And speculation sometimes can be the worst thing in the world,
I know.
Right?
I know how people look at it.
but
I know it.
But I'm here because, A, I didn't want anyone, we're here because I didn't want anyone to forget about Tequilla, okay? I wanted to make sure we got your side so we understand the moments that happened. Because, again, I don't want to speculate, all right? And I think you're honoring her memory by talking with us. And I can't respect you enough for it.
I just wanted to, you said before, you said your dad took pictures of you?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
So the next day, like, actually, I think it was 2 days later.
2 days later.
Because it was to the point, like, when I got to my homeboy house, like I told him, like, as I was running, like, I'm so tired, like, I fell out.
Mhm.
Hey, so when I wake up, it hits me like a fucking freight train. Like, I want to just go back to sleep, like, like flashes. Then I'm like, man, I'm just trying to think about it. I'm like, no, it ain't happening, it ain't happening, it ain't happening. Oh, boy, this lady told me it happened. It happened, right? It's real. I couldn't talk for like 2 hours. I couldn't do nothing but just sit back in the chair and stare. And fear again. It's like, man, it went from running because I want to try. I want a pre-trial release, and I got this shit coming up. Like, and this is like a week before trial. I'm not good. I know y'all probably like, well, earlier you asked me, and I didn't like know this specific, but I know by glimpse of major parts of my life, like trial is something that you just don't forget.
Mhm.
Stuff like this, something you just don't forget, so you know kind of the time range. I don't know exact date and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, if you ask me when I went to trial, I can't even tell you that.
Right.
Okay.
So
Nope, there's a lot of people like that.
at the end of the day, I ain't go nowhere. Stay. Eat. Drink, really, like. Bad. You know what? Like, I can't. It's gonna take me a while, man. To kind of like, even fun, talk to people, like, as far as, he'll probably be like, I'll talk to females and stuff, and it'll be, it just be like, because the like the need of some kind of console and something like that you can't really get from your family and stuff, like it's never works, it's never the same. It's just like never goes right, because you sit there and they tell you like, why you staring, like why you just so quiet all the time. Heard about what happened, like what you think? I'm supposed to be around here like dancing and stuff. But they sit here every day. Every day. And it's not the part that, well, I'm guilty for this. Why? Why I feel like that? Or just shut the fuck up, or just want to be so stubborn about what the fuck I want to talk about. But then I feel like that, and then the other half of me like, but you're not finna let out on the highway. So it's like one side. To the point it be like, you just like, I don't know what to do sometimes. Like, so I just sit there and I think. But on with your questions, my dad, so I finally got to the point. So at this point, people see this car in the news. People telling them that shell casing or the markers on the highway.
Yeah, we heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody was shooting at me and hit her and me. We crashed. I shot her. Crashed and killed myself. I shot her, then shot me. All this. And it's crazy for somebody to keep. So, like I said, I'm at my homeboy now. And I just tell him, like, y'all don't tell me nothing else about what the fuck Facebook saying about none of that. I don't want to hear nothing about what people fucking think. I don't care what people fucking think. I don't. I know what happened. I don't care what people keep speculating. Like, if, then, you know, like, I know when y'all talk to our family, I could see how your speculation started to turn for the bad. And you know what? Me and her dad used to be cool, good. Like, I don't know where it went wrong with him. It just, but I kind of do, because we'll go to argument and, like, you know, like, it was a thing that we had disagreements, but she'll go home and she'll talk about it. Like, oh yeah, out loud on the phone, this and that. So as he hearing that, like, he see that she's upset about it. So it's like, he don't, like, you know, like, her brother and sister don't really show it too much. Like, what's this and that. Like, we alright, we got a mutual relationship, it's cool, it's calm, like, not too bad. But it went to the point where, like, we just hated each other. But after this situation happened, I could tell that her father probably was the most, like, he instigated the whole oh, I know you did something wrong to the girl. I know that. Because my family did go over there to talk to their family, and they said that her dad, whatever. Just stay from over there. I used to be on Paramore every day. I've been out Paramore since this incident probably 3 times. Then I gotta go back on. I gotta get up and do that. Not the point that I'm scared, it's just the point of the judgment. And when you're not there, I can tell you whatever. Most people still don't feel how they feel. So, and you know, it's like you said, she was a good girl. She had things going on for her. People loved her. You couldn't help but love her. Like, and so, you know, like, with that being said, they'll look at you like, with the ugliest stare. I done got it. People done came by, like, people would come in my area. You know the store that, like, up there, the Sicko and stuff. I'm sure y'all got my whereabouts, where I be at and stuff. But anyway, they'll come up there to the store and just to see me. Like, they give me that ugly stare, like, been going through that since. And you know what? Today, I put it in God's hand today. I gave it to God because it's like, that's what I do every day. I wake up. Because it's not just the community she met. Like, she had exes, whatever, like brothers that loved them. Any day I could be walking down the street and get shot. What I believe in live life is like, I did something wrong. Wrong will be done to me. Even when cousin and everybody kept telling me, I was my saying, be careful, don't go. Please don't be out there, that stuff. You don't know. Until if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen because God knows. Still here, I'm talking to y'all today. So, my dad came from Polk County with my, because after the 2 days, I finally, like, I'm like, man, let me call somebody in my family.
Talk to somebody.
Like, yeah, like to kind of like let them know I'm okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't really, like, the whole time not thinking about me. Far from me, like, all I could think about is her.
Yeah.
Her still to this day. Her, no matter what. Her, like. So it's, I finally called my cousin. She cried. She busted out crying, like, oh my God, like, you're alive, like, we heard this and that, and I'm so tired of hearing about what
Oh yeah, 'cause I heard about all the other stuff. Yeah.
The herd.
So they didn't even know you were alive.
Yeah, the herd.
They thought you were done.
Because there's so many stories.
Yeah.
It's a million stories of what they heard and who heard and what they said and this and that.
Mhm.
But yeah, cause like everything's straight, so they were like, "Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?" Like at that point, I don't know what's going on. I miss pre-trial because of this. Good thing that every pre-trial before that, I passed and stuff like that. So it's phone pretty, gave me another chance. She ain't finished yet. Passed out the drug test, everything. So, after I look at it, I'm like, I don't know, like, even my own family, I don't know, like, because my family kind of got, like, we're not, her family and my family ain't family, but they're damn near they close. It's like, her uncle goes with my aunt. Her other uncle stays with my uncle. They all hang together. My cousin them interact with her other circle, like her circle. So it's kind of like a lot of, just like y'all. My cousin want to know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. My dad came, my stepmom came from Polk County. I buzzed down.
What pictures did your dad take of you? You said he took pictures of you.
Yeah. So when they came
Mhm.
or whatever, everybody kept saying like, man, well, you don't know what might happen. You need it just, quick thinking
Just
for them
document it.
just to make sure I'm okay,
Sure.
like my
Sure.
safety, and you know how it is with the police and stuff. Oh yeah, like just get out of here, like so. I went to Polk County.
You were in Polk. Okay.
Yeah, I went to Polk.
You went down to Dad's house.
I went to
Okay.
the house, and like at Dad's house, it's kind of like him and my stepmom be in the room all day, all night. Unless he go to work and she still stays in the room. And my sister, she just does what she does. So I'm not being questioned. I'm not being like, it's isolation, it's solitude. So
A little bit of as much peace as you can get.
Yeah, and I go in the back, it's out in the country. I can just sit back and just. But that ain't really good neither. It ain't good. Start thinking too much. But when I got there, we were talking about something about it always, and that's why I hate talking to people, because it always comes up.
Yeah.
So people try to they trying to paint their own picture, do their image and how they think
Yeah,
it would have
they're
happened,
filling in the blanks.
and this and that.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Oh yeah, so you would have. So if you know what, we should take pictures
Yeah.
to show, like, to prove at least, it wasn't no kind of like altercation or struggle or nothing like that. Like, so to the picture, like how y'all took them at the courthouse, but I took out my shirt, showed pictures of my back.
So your dad has those pictures?
Yeah, and I got pictures of my chest and neck.
And that was 2 days after?
That was, I think, four days later. But it still would have been like, visible some kind of way.
Is that something that you can help us get a hold of?
Yes, sir.
How would we go about getting those?
You'll have to get in contact with him.
Okay. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, what's Dad's name?
William Hogan and Lori Mock Hogan. That's my stepmom.
Lori.
Yeah.
M-O, like M-O-T-T?
M-O-C-K.
Mock. I'm sorry.
Mock Hogan.
Okay.
And I'm not really sure, because my dad and like our relationship is kind of, that's definitely kind of, so it's kind of like,
Strange.
I hadn't seen him in forever. I really, like, I don't know how, like.
Well, this is for you. This is for you, right?
Yeah,
so I think you'll be okay.
The
but-
number is in one of my phones.
It's in one of your phones?
Yeah, so I got the number. So
Okay.
Which phone?
It's the one that I think got a tape on the top of it.
Tape on the top of it?
Yeah, the black tape.
Okay.
It's a 863 number.
So your dad's number's an 863 number?
Yeah, it's the Polk County number. So, they should have that, because
So that was like 3 or 4 days after?
yeah,
And okay, so that was going to be my next question. So they took a picture of you showing that you didn't have any injuries, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. When you first like got to your friend's house, you said like you came to and you got your friend. Did you have injuries then?
Back.
Back injuries? Oh, I get what you're saying.
told you
Nothing
because
visible.
when
Nothing
it-
visible.
Yeah, just my back
Yeah.
and my foot and my face.
Was it bleeding at all?
I think didn't because I had like a blood,
Like a cut?
like a blood,
That makes
but
sense.
it wasn't even a cut. It was just blood,
Blood.
and it just like it had a little sting to it.
Yeah.
But my back
Okay.
was because I told you. I was
Yeah, you
trying-
need to.
Yeah, you were trying to jump out, and then
I wanted to jump out,
Right.
but it happened so quick.
I
So
got you.
my back still messed up from all that. Like, but I go to the hospital, you go to jail. Like that's how I'm looking at it. Go to the
Right.
hospital, you go to jail. So you know how to deal with it as far as like just taking regular medication.
Is this the phone? Okay.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Here. Not sure what they did. Okay, it's on. Can you just find that number for me? And like I said, this is just for your benefit. Like he said, I'll reach out to your dad, see if I can meet up with him and get those photos. But it's just something that we need.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, and those other two phones
Mhm.
because I'll show y'all how I got here. So them other two phones, them ain't my own butt phone.
Okay.
I had them until he came back. Left me at the fucking house to clean up, and fucking. You say you had to be out in 2 weeks, and fucking I guess you had already been past eviction notice.
I got you.
So the people get here, and like, I'm thinking like, I was like, man, hell no, like because people find these houses online and shit,
course,
and
yeah,
then try to
yeah.
scam the fuck, and then come here, oh yeah, we're the owners, we're the owners.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? The crazy part is, the sheriff just told me that the dude ain't said, look, this how easy it is. The dude said, let me call somebody and get an email to confirm that the lights and stuff are in the company's name. House's name was verify the company, the email, nothing. So I told him, I said, well, I could do the same thing. Guess what he said? He said, oh yeah, well, if you do it, if I do it. See how kind of messed up police work is? Like, you're supposed to follow up no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's still supposed to verify that information is true because guess what? He could have been in cuffs for falsifying documents.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, I really feel like because it took them a whole hour to call the police, like I don't feel like, and he was calling other people before that. I don't feel like he owns that house at all. But
Right.
let me find his number.
fine.
Yeah, I got
No,
the
you're
phone
good,
over
man.
here. You're good.
You're good, man.
I'm trying okay, 863.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 863-344-0967.
I will put this, see which battery's on it. I'll just see if I can turn it off to try to preserve the battery. I appreciate that. Just like I said, man, all I'm going to do, I'm going to reach out to Pops and just say, listen, speaking to your son, he said you have some photos, just need to get those.
It's all straight.
Okay.
I mean, like, and then I don't know, it's just like, and then you see it on the show, like, you sit here and you telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, boom, like, I mean, like, some people did some fucked up shit, though. When they tell the truth, they be like, hey, yeah, I killed, I stabbed her fucking 10 times. Like, yeah, you fucked up. But then you really do got like, well, you can tell about certain situations and shit. You still like, they ain't do nothing but telling you stuff. Just admit it and make that job easy.
Sometimes people gotta get it off the chest.
Ain't about,
And you know what? That's being a man is standing up and saying, "This is what I did."
you know. It's real. It's hard. Like
Sure it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not easy.
And the hard part is, it's like, how you gonna, so now, because people don't understand the situation, and no matter if I did it in the courthouse, I did it before that, like, I'm gonna have to sit in jail. I mean, this part, like, yeah, after the fact, like, but I have to be, like, thinking about this shit every day in jail, like, it's already hard on the street. And in jail. Oh, but go ahead. I can't believe I'm living this
Real quick, whose house did you wake up? You remember you said you kind of fell out and then you woke up and you went to your friend's house.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That's the only part. Like, you know, I want to tell you, I told you I was a friend, but to put their, disclose their names.
You don't want to put them in?
into, you know, this type of situation,
Well-
it's on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking out for their interests at this point. And it's like, damn, I know how it looks like. That could be like, yeah, he could be lying about that part because,
No.
but no, that's just how the streets is. Like, you
Gotcha.
just don't want to put somebody in your stuff and they was generous enough to even let you even be
Well, that-
there. You know what I'm saying?
And we can come back to
Yeah.
that, or not even deal with it. Let me
Yeah.
let me go here, real quick.
But you know what?
Yeah, talk to me.
That is, I think, see, I think it would be all right. It all depends on the approach. Like,
Okay.
I
They
think-
didn't do anything wrong.
I
They're
mean,
not
I
in trouble.
understand that. Like, I think, see, my homeboy, he probably be like, oh, hell, no, I don't want to talk about it. But his lady, you know, they were both there, so
Yeah,
they
she'd be
both
cool.
told me at the same time, like,
Yeah.
they could tell you how shit went. And I know that's the point. Y'all trying to follow it all the way through.
Sure.
And I get that. So, like, I think, because even she told me, she was like, bruh, she said, bruh, just go talk to the people. Tell them.
Yeah.
Like, if they ask, like, bruh, they come to you. Because, you know, my dog, he's like, oh, bro, don't say nothing. So I'm like, fuck that. I ain't. But then she's like, shit. She's like, you better go in there and tell them people what happened. He said, because if you don't, that's what's going to make
It makes it look worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it look bad. So it's like, hey. And then, besides this situation, this whole ordeal is, this is hard. This is hard. Like, not, it's definitely hard talking about the situation, but to sit here and, you know, like, coming up on the other side of the fence, it ain't nothing really against you guys. It ain't, you know, y'all human, we human. It's all like, you know, it's just like a code, you know how that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
don't
I
talk
get
to
it.
the police.
I get
You
it.
don't talk to, like, what, you lawyer up, be quiet. And I could have did that, man. I could have said that, be quiet, but it's like, hey. I mean, it's this talking me out still probably won't benefit me nothing, but not saying nothing definitely wouldn't. Like, you know, because obviously I got a warrant, so it's already done been, you know, whatever. But, so I could
Maybe the girl's
probably
name?
give you guys the,
And we can just
the
approach
phone
her.
number and
Okay.
her name,
Yeah.
and you could probably.
We don't have
I
to go to
know.
the house. We can reach out
Yeah,
to her and
see,
do
because I
that.
don't want to be like,
Yeah, man.
because I know, like, you know, you can't be like, the promises and shit, like, yeah, I promise don't go over there. Like, no, like, we have, this is, I know this legal stuff, how this stuff works. So it's like, I don't want to go, but I'll give you, I mean, I wish I could contact her now, but, all right.
What's her name?
We wanna Barget? We wanna Barget? We wanna Barget. I don't,
Do you know the address? Or
I
do you?
know, I
How
know.
is the phone number here?
yeah.
Do you want to see the kid's phone number? Yeah.
Oh, I've turned it back on.
We wanna Barget. Oh, okay, so it'll be DEWANABARTGATE. I think I don't. It's kind of crazy.
We'll
name.
look in there. What do you have written on the phone? B.
No, I don't remember.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Does she have any relation to the student at Jones who had your ID?
Nah.
Well,
See, I see, and look,
Because if there's a relation, then
Nah.
I already have a lot of that information already.
now I understand. See, but look, no, that
Different.
they ain't got nothing. That's my cousin.
No, that's fine.
mine. See, and you know how much. See, and it's crazy. Like, I could tell by even see your officer of the law. Like, you said this situation messed with you also, and that what got you, like, you wanted answers. So that's why you push. Can't push a little bit too hard.
The name
Do you
was-
wanna
That's
well,
it.
it's like, it's crazy. It's a crazy last name. But also, Rain, between me and you, you know, like, that alone could cause major damage to a lot of this. I'm telling you, this right here,
Mhm.
what I'm talking about with the whole thing, like I said, it's something you gotta get out of your chest. Something that
Well, of
I'm not,
course.
I wasn't gonna come in here lying to you guys about. That with my little cousin, though. That was a whole different situation.
And like I said, the only reason why
Oh,
I
was
brought
that the other thing? Okay.
what's that?
Yeah.
The other thing? I don't know.
Yeah, and
because
I
but
know
it
about it,
could,
he doesn't
it
know
could
about
get brought up, but you know we're gonna keep that all right.
Well, and that's why, because I wasn't sure, because you were kind of secretive about your homeboy. I wasn't sure if there was any relation
No,
there.
no, no,
Okay,
no.
that's fine, and that's all I was getting at.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bring your cousin into any
Yeah.
of this. Okay,
He was already brought into it.
unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
But
But it's the way it was conducted.
well, I didn't have anything to do with the original part of that.
I know.
So
And, you know, but it had something to do with the case at hand. That's what I'm saying. What was conducted? I mean, you know,
Right.
well, you know what happened.
Oh, I know what happened.
And,
I do, yeah.
And that was, you know, whatever
Mhm.
happened. I'm not even gonna. That whatever
yeah,
happened.
we're not going to talk
happened.
about that.
Because that kind of that messed with me a lot. And being when you said it, when you brought that up,
Mhm.
I had kind of like during this whole process, I forgot about that. But
Right, and
So, you know, like I told you, the only reason I'm even talking, cause I'm telling you what happened.
I got you. I
And
appreciate it.
that
Okay.
right there.
We'll
I
leave it
just
alone.
hope that ain't because, yeah,
We'll leave it alone.
yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. I have a few more things.
Like,
Because you know, yeah, you know how this.
I just have a few more things. I just want to
Go
try to
ahead,
figure
yes,
out.
I
So,
do.
like, well, okay, so again, not to upset you, but so you said she's like, okay, I'm gonna just I want out of the car, right?
Mhm.
When was the first time? Like, where were you guys? Because where were you guys the first time she asked to be let out of the car?
I told you that happened like a little bit halfway between this situation and the job. So that had to be. I'm trying to think. I remember stuff like by exit.
okay. You're fine. Yeah.
Must be from Jersey.
Nah, I'm from Florida.
I'm messing with you.
But I think it was one the first ones that you go up on, but see, like and it's crazy because I ride, basically I ride it all the time, but I'm not from that area,
Yeah.
so it's like I'm not knowing like the streets or the exits.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's try it this way.
Yeah.
From the first time that she asked you to the time that she actually did, how long of a distance was it? How long of a time was it, you think?
That was kind of like, because it's exactly like 20 to 25 minutes from
The drive.
airport.
Right.
I do it every day. So
Right.
that was probably 5 minutes after we left the job.
Okay, so you're probably still on the 528 at that point.
A
Yeah.
5 minute, yeah, definitely
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
528.
Okay.
A 5 minute distance, I think. I don't know.
That's when the argument kind of starts.
It starts
As soon as she gets in the car.
Not really. Like, it's been like, this is like a 3-day thing right now. At this
okay.
point. That's we being frustrated with each other. Like, but you gotta kind of understand. Like, everybody's situation ain't the same.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody fight different, everybody argue different, everybody feel different. It's a dislike to some people might be a like to others. Some people are likes to some people might be dislikes to others. You know, everybody, like, what everybody eat don't make the other person spit. You know, I understand.
Yeah, I
You know,
understand what
like,
you-
so it's like, that's why I said our situation, what we had going on, is kind of complicated to
Sure.
explain, because like, good girl, but it takes you to get close to know her and how to deal with her and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I mean, like, I know there's a lot of things that, like I said, I can't wrap my head around that you were probably told and speculated, like, from how people probably explain our relationship or things that happen in our relationship. But if it's common sense, though, it's real deal stuff, like, if as bad as they try to make you put, or they try to betray you and say you this and that, while we were still together.
Yep.
Why? I didn't force her. I'm forced her to be with me.
Well, I'll tell you that family said that she loved you. There was no real negative talk.
And that's a surprise.
I mean, they said there wasn't without problems, as most relationships have them. But obviously, in your mind, you're thinking that they're completely, trashing you, so on and so forth.
Because and not even the family, it's just the dad really like that. But I know how, like, when a situation, a death occurs, like, to a close family member, you're easily influenced to think a certain way if somebody go to saying certain things. So in my mind, I'm like, oh man, you probably, and then when my family tell me this and that. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I can't. That's and it gets, I'm forgetting. It gets like, you know what? Like, that sounds crazy. As hard as it is to look at the pictures, that's the only thing I got left. Even things I gave her, things we shared, the things that she had. None of that is. Sure, the phones is in the, like that. Man, here. Yeah.
Where's her phone right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I promise I don't know. I don't even know where my phone was at, to tell you the truth. Like, I know I had it, but I don't know where they at.
What kind of phone was that?
Everybody had iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, iPhone.
Do you remember what the phone number was that you had?
I just got that number. I know I changed it.
Let me see. I might have some.
Yeah, in the Bible. And that's what I'm saying. See, and I know how you probably like.
What?
Yeah, I know look, that, and then you'll probably, because I know how it works. You'll probably look at tests and phone records and shit, and be like, damn, like.
What would we see if we looked at them?
You just see us arguing.
Arguing.
Like, yeah, like, but the way we argue is always.
Was it vitriolic? Like, was it mean? Would you guys go at each other?
I would always get me.
Yeah.
That's just like what it is.
Is that how you guys got along?
Some people get along like that.
And you know what? It's crazy because she told me, like, she likes that. Like, and it's crazy. Like, I told you, see, people.
So people wouldn't understand that outside looking in.
They wouldn't understand that. They were like, what?
Well, you saw something in her that other people didn't see, it sounds like.
She likes certain things that's just, you look at it, but she won't never ever like portray that in public. Like, you see her in public, she's straight up A1, like business orientated, like nice girl, good girl, like shy girl. She getting a call with me, she talk like.
So kind of like you like the mullet, I always say it's business in the front, party in the rear.
Yeah.
So when people see her out during the business time, she's extremely formal, but when she's not there, she's completely different.
Yeah, she's comfortable. Like, I'll break it, and it'll be to the point where, like, it can't be fixed or something like that. So I'll change phones, I'll change numbers, I'll do this, I'll do that. So it's like, yeah, but it sounds familiar though. Okay. It's like, well,
who's Rachel?
Rochelle?
Yeah, Rochelle. Is it Rochelle?
Yeah, she told me you called her.
Okay.
So at that point, and us around, it got to the point where, like, okay, at first I didn't want to talk to you. Then I got to the point where, like, you got my D, I might well go knock all this out. I was gonna do this. I was gonna do this. If you would have been here at headquarters that day I came here, this would I already had. So, but anyway, I got there, and oh yeah, so when I tried to come here, you ain't here. They gave me a number. I call your supervisor, and I like this up. At the time, I ain't have my phone, so I was calling on somebody else's phone. So I didn't want to leave a message, and you call them back, and they're like,
and that's the thing, because I never got I never got a message from you,
Okay.
and I'm not going to leave a message on someone else's phone because I don't know for sure if you had it. So I called back, and when I heard the different name on the voicemail, I'm like, I'm not leaving a message. If he wants to call back, he can call
but
back.
you got eager and called Rochelle, left a message.
Well, I had to ask a question,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and when I spoke with her, she's like, I don't know who that is, and she hung up the phone.
No, because she say when you call, you ask for Rachel, like you just said.
Yeah, and that I thought
she
about
said
that.
Rachel.
Yeah,
Like, no, but you know, like, and you know, that's just probably like a way to be like, hell no, that sound like the police. Shit, he said Rachel, so really, the next, I ain't.
it's all good.
Hey, technically,
It's not her name,
It's not her name. You know?
but I'm sure I'm not the first person that's butchered her name.
Definitely not.
But it's spelled
Yeah,
exactly
not.
like Rachel with 2 L's.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
no big deal.
Yeah, but she told me to call. So at that point, I'm just like, I ain't finna play phone tag with the police. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna keep going back. We're not finna do this. I know, like, and you know, like this part right here, it's hard. This ain't something that you just can't say you just do. So it's like, I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, yeah, I'm ready. Then I'll be like, nah.
No, I got you. I got you.
It'd be so many. I told you I'd be having these this way, that way, this way, that way, and then it'd be like, and it ain't the whole point of hiding anything. It's the point of I know how the system works, and you know, like, not saying that you're a bad cop, not saying that your partner a bad cop, but you got bad cops. You know what I'm saying?
Every profession has some people that are bad.
Always. Hey, somebody messes up in any situation and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect, but what if you're one of them bad cops? I don't personally know you, so I mean, but from how we've been communicating, everything's straight, and that's kind of like, you know, it's hard for. I told somebody from the other side of the fence to sit there and say that.
Well, you will see when you get discovery what kind of cop I am. Because what you were saying about driving and trying to open the door, I knew that already.
And you know what?
When you see it,
My dad,
you'll understand it.
my dad and them told me that too. They were like, any officer that got any kind of sense, like, or whatever, like,
But you'll see with the links that we went through. So I don't want to discuss that.
Yeah, it's
I
all
think
right,
my
it's all
partner
right.
still has a few more questions.
all right, go ahead.
But I just wanted you to know, because I'm not that cop. I try to give
just
everyone
wanted
the
to know.
fair shake.
You just wanted to
I
know.
wanted to know.
No, I just
Hard for me to tell you, but I told you.
Listen, I can't imagine.
I told you every time I say it, it's like,
I got you, man.
and it could come in, and still, like, I'm gonna finish these questions.
oh yeah, we're gonna be done. I think this will be the last one. How many times did she Tequilla say, "Let me out of the car," or try and open the door? You think?
How many times she said it?
Or-
I'm not. She said it quite a few times.
Quite a few times.
Like, cause like that, when she get like when she get like that, it's like she gotta repeat it. Like, And with that, she like, let me out. Like, I'm telling you, let me out, let me out, let me out. And I'm like, no, like, I'm not, no. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not letting you out.
And you said it already. I just want to make sure we have it because that's
Yeah.
important. I think. Why didn't you?
I mean, would you let your significant other or wife out in the middle of the highway if she was asking you out to let you out?
Because she started asking on the 528. It's the first she started asking. She
Yeah,
really,
it don't matter. We're on the highway. It's night. Like, you're not getting out the car. Like, we talking about what we talking about arguing, but that's not a thought in my head that letting you out on the highway at night. It's not going to happen. And then
And that's reasonable.
I'm not going to, like, you're way fucking still on the east side by your job. I'm not finna let you out. No, hell no. Like, I'll let you out off the exit on the trail because the exit of I-4 on the trail to Paramount Grand,
it's not.
It's an easy
you could
one.
walk the back, the Westmoreland all the way down to Paramount, whatever, cool.
Yeah.
Mad, get it off, breathe, whatever. And she, like I told you before, she gets like that. The longer we start messing with each other. When I tell her, like, I'm finna go to my uncle's house, I ain't finna get this car.
Mm-hmm.
She know what time it is. Like, I'm done right now. Like, in that little bit of time, she know what happens. Like, I probably go back to talking to her. But shit.
Rochelle.
When she's asking, you said she grabbed the door handle. Like when she did jump out that time, was that the first time she grabbed the door handle, or had she done it already?
She had done it already, and I know it. So, and this is where the people, and probably you guys too, they're wrapping your head around the part. You know, people will probably do that out of fear. Like, oh no, like, I gotta get out of here. It wasn't. In my mind, I'm thinking that it's like a cry for attention.
Okay.
Like, and it's so fucked up that I'm saying, like, that her jumping out of the car, I don't think that she analyzed the consequences.
I think we'd sit here and agree with you on that.
I don't
No, I mean, it's
But could you, let me ask you this, because again, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm sure everybody's going to listen to this and thinking again. It's like, when could you have pulled over to the shoulder, maybe? Not to let her out, but I mean, just at least be on the shoulder. You understand what I'm saying?
When, like I told you, the way our relationship is, like I told you, it's like you got to kind of like be, what they call it, like dominant.
Okay.
You're like, stop, like, you know, like, man, shut the fucking door, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, and that's why I said, like, not, I keep saying this, but not this, I did this, but
I understand.
what happened with her,
Mhm.
it wasn't just me. She had other things going on. I told you guys a few of them, but it's like,
Sure, there's a lot, yeah.
You know, other things, it's just, you know, that's,
But like you said, I mean, she's wanting to get out, wanting to just pull over to the shoulder, let her, if she gets out of the car to walk away, at least she's on the shoulder.
because I told you, it's like, in my mind, it ain't that serious, man. Like,
Okay. That makes
like
sense.
what? No, it's definitely like what happened. It was, it is that serious.
But what was
I'm
leading
saying,
up to that?
in my mind at that point, I'm like, man, shut the goddamn door. I don't think like that.
Sure.
Because I done seen this type of acts before,
Right.
as
Oh,
far as
okay.
like
Gotcha.
females doing certain things,
Mhm.
and like they're not gonna really do it.
Right.
Makes
They
sense.
just like, it's like I'm a. Okay, you gonna do it, whatever. Yeah, I'll just play along with it. But until it happens, I'll never, like, and you know what? A whole another subject, like, somebody I was just recently talking to. Because of my mind is so kind of still here. And I don't know how long it'll be before they ever get off of this. But to like really fully be able to say the truth, I never fully be able to move on. Like, because I can't move on. I could move on, but I can't. I lost a piece.
You never move on.
Yeah, I lost a piece.
You learn how to live with it.
You live with it, and
Live with it.
today, us having this conversation will put you on that path to where you could live with it. Because sitting by yourself or with some friends and not talking about it, not talking about what was going on, what you were feeling, what she was thinking, what she was saying, that's not healthy for you. But today, after today, you'll probably start to feel a little bit of relief. It's not going to be overnight.
I never. I can't do nothing right no more. I just,
Well,
and I hope.
yes, you can, because you started today.
And I lost all my weight, eat. And it turned into a fucking junkie. Like, anything they just take away. And just like, well, not even take away, just numb me, because they'll never go away. So, with that, but, like I said, it's not the fact that I didn't think it was that serious. I worded that wrong. It's the point that it's coming. Like, with the way, like, stuff be, like, she never reached for no door before or nothing, like, but she done had other acts of some outrageous shit type shit, but I'm like, man, you ain't jump no fucking car. Like, she was a smart, intelligent, like I said, good girl. And what a lot of people didn't like, I'm sure, like, her probably like her sister know, probably like deep down they know, like Tequilla like was messed up, kind of like sometimes in the head. Like she's very emotional, and you know that comes from like losing her mom and stuff like that. Like she talks to me about certain things and other things that happened in her childhood, like. So she's traumatized by a lot of things, being hurt time and time again, and this and that. Like, so it's kind of hard. That's why she's always smiling, though. Like, she's always happy. She's always smiling. Like, always in a good spirit. Always in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
But when it get bad for her, it get bad. Like, I guess because it kind of like me too. Like, you hold so much in and try to be jolly around everybody and all the time and try to keep up an image until you just like, you kind of like, you just lose that. Like, I don't know. And that was, I never seen nothing like that before. Like, I had
No, I mean, that's not something that you,
No.
that's, no.
I don't, like, I just didn't think that she would literally jump out of the car. So when it happened the first time, that's when it started happening the next time. It's like, all right, now, like, you really grabbing the goddamn door now, like, so that's kind of like, hey, like now, like, kind of like grabbing, like, hey, stop, like, just stop, like, fucking stop.
What did she
And,
say?
like-
What did she say when you told her to stop?
No, you stop. Like, you stop the car. Like, you know, back and forth shit. And it's just like,
Tell me more about that. So you told her to stop, and she said, "No, you stopped the car," and then what happened? Like, that helps me. That makes me understand.
it gets to a point where, like, and I'm already, like I told you, I'm asking her something. We arguing about our situation,
Mm-hmm.
our relationship.
Sure.
So I think that was kind of like, in my mind, that was a act to, like, just stop the conversation, what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I feel bad a lot too. So to shut the fuck up.
You told her that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I do. Yeah. So to shut the fuck up.
When did she-
And then still when they're talking about what the fuck.
So you told
I
her
wanna
to
talk
you
about
talking
it.
about. When did you dreads? You had dreads, right? Like when did they get? What, a couple of them got pulled out.
Yeah.
What happened?
Shit, Michelle pulled out a few of them. That was way back then.
No, because I don't think you can see it in this photo.
Oh, no. I'm talking about.
What happened?
You see, at first my dreads was right here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I cut like 3 of them because they was like kind of like getting loose and shit, like these are getting up.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I cut 'em and get them like redid. That's how you do it, like whatever.
Mhm.
So then I went to looking at them one day, like when situations like this happen, you kind of by far, if that like if there's any thought that I was doing it to change my appearance, that's definitely not it.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I look when situations like this happen, you spend a lot of time by yourself, and doing that, you know, you go to looking at yourself and reflections and stuff, and like just find anything to try to
Change it.
have something to do. So like one day I just seen like I was like man, look, I'm finna cut them lower, like I'm finna just cut them even, like all the way around. So it felt like I think one now because I ain't cut it right,
Mhm.
but they are even now. So the hair that I know you mostly talking about that was in the car,
Mhm.
that's the hair that I cut. I told you to cut the couple I was cutting before
Mhm.
then.
Was that the same night? You cut him that night when you went to go pick her up?
I cut him earlier that day, I think. No, I didn't cut him that night. I cut him earlier that day. Did I? I'm not too sure, but I knew it was around the time.
Because
That's why.
because there was some inside the car and there was some outside the car in the curb.
Okay, so what happened was when I cut him, I put him like up here.
So on the center console area right here.
I think like when the car crashed, it kind of like probably I don't really know about how that. I'm just telling you I cut my hair a little bit earlier.
Right.
I don't know if it was that same day or the day before
That's fine.
or whatever, but I know I cut that, and if they fell, if you could see if it impact. It probably came upon the seat, or when I came over it, it could have, some fell out, hit the floor, I don't know, boom, hit the
gotcha.
floor, I don't know, like, but, yeah,
Okay.
I'm not,
Like I said, because I saw that, I'm like, it's kind of weird.
yeah, I just, that, I told you, like, when they start coming, like, loose in certain spots and stuff,
Mhm.
it kind of like, and then like when they get knotted up to a point where like they start man, I ain't gonna lie, it's a crazy thing though. I thought that I thought Rochelle had put something in my head. So I was like, man, because if you feel right here, but if you see right
I
here,
can see this
you see
little
that?
hard spot. Yeah.
You see that hard ass spot?
Mhm.
I'm like, man, what the hell? So I'm like, I can't. It's like none of that shit. Like it went thing. But if you, the thing is, if you look at the hair,
Right.
I'm sure y'all probably got it. So yeah. So if you look at it, I burned it. Some of it.
Okay.
Hair don't burn like that. Look at it.
Okay.
Hair do not burn like that.
All right.
So it's like, you know, and it's like, I don't know, that kind of like made me cut them few I did have.
Mhm.
It was like, man, it was like, because that's one of the things that I don't care how much you want to know what I got going on or whatever, that's something that you don't do. You don't violate nothing. That's one of the amendments.
What's that?
You can't violate. You got privacy.
Oh, yeah.
You got
Absolutely.
the rights of privacy.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
doing that, you violate my privacy. So whatever you got to say about that, violate my privacy.
Who's violating your privacy?
I'm saying if she
If she
would do anything like that,
Like put something in your hair.
and then like try to bring it up, like, oh yeah, like, well, I know you were with her or something like that. Da, 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 da,
I
da.
gotcha.
Well, shit, you violated my fucking privacy.
So,
I don't
tracking
give a
you or
fuck.
something? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I gotcha.
Like I don't know. It's like shit. It don't ain't got to be tracking. It could be recording or something like that, just to see what I'm doing.
Right. Right. No, I gotcha.
So it's like I don't know that shit.
And I'm going to be honest with you. When I was driving back in, I was thinking, I'm like, okay, I know what the history of Albert tells me. I'm thinking to myself, is he going to tell me to pound sand? And of course, part of me, I'm thinking, it's probably going to happen. But you know what? You surprised me. It shows me the type of man that you are.
Calm.
Okay. And you will get through this.
Change your life.
It changes your life. But this is something that you could build on. If you want to change your outcome of your life and you want to do better for yourself, this is that moment. And I think you sitting here and talking to Brian and I think that puts you on the right path. I know it wasn't easy, and I will tell you, I can't thank you enough for talking to me, because I had my ideas, and hearing it from you makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
And you know, like I told you, I'm stubborn. Like,
We all are.
I kind of seen that when I first came in. I was gonna give it a like. I was gonna start it downstairs, really in the truck. Like, I don't know, the fuck y'all want me to go out there for? I'm going out there. Like, what is that prove? Like, what is that showing? That's just showing it make it seem like you hiding something. Like,
Well, that.
I'm not going up there, like, like, or
Yeah.
am I? And like, so why you not going up there? Like, what's going on? What's so serious about you not want to go up there? Hey, when you asked me, did I crash this truck? It took me to tell you, like,
Mhm.
nowadays, And then like when you go to the line, you gotta, like they say, lie, cover, another lie, cover, another lie, cover, another lie. So it's just been a series of either not of sitting here and not saying nothing at all. So I went to the lawyer and we go ahead. I sit here and try to play the little game like and you know what? Like I knew at the end of the day, like you know, I wouldn't be facing one and some kind of charge. I mean, like, hey, I just hoping it ain't gonna be the worst. Like this, I know it's gonna come anyway. Like,
Did they tell you what you're being charged with?
I mean, he kind of did, and I kind of know what division he was. So it's kind of like, I mean,
So what division am I in?
I mean what you said.
Homicide?
Yeah.
So this is what you're being charged with.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving a scene of an accident involving a death.
Okay.
Leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage. And driving a license suspended. Do you hear homicide, manslaughter, anything in there? No.
Thank you.
What's that?
I said and I gotta say thank you because there's so much more that some officers could have pushed for, like. But even though that I didn't want to talk to you that day in court, you didn't take it personally. You still looked at it like
I have
you
to
gotta
look at it.
You're and I can tell that you're a real officer. Like you committed to your job as far as you didn't try to be an asshole because you felt like I was being an asshole. You really said, well, let me still look at the case and see what's going on, like stuff like that. And so like concerning like, you know, the death, like whatever, like you know, I don't know how to like I don't know what all that consists about, but hey.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's
Okay.
the first time I've ever charged that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's not that's really not my wheelhouse. But
Maybe.
my job was to figure out what happened and try to charge accordingly.
That's why when it was like hit and run.
Yeah.
I'm like hit and run, like see, but it's the thing, like, and I understand now, like, kind of some of the things that you told me earlier, like,
Mhm.
I'll get through this.
You'll get through
Because,
this.
like, hit, see, I'm just contemplating the charge.
Well, hit and run that has nothing to do with, you know, that was the deputy's interpretation of what they heard on the radio.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
Leaving the scene.
leaving the scene of an accident involving death. Leaving the scene of an
Yeah.
accident involving
Yeah.
property damage.
Yeah.
And then driving a license suspended.
Yeah.
So, I'm not that big, mean, evil cop that people think that we are.
Yeah.
I try to be fair.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you for taking the time and talking with me. Do you have any questions for me?
What is the first one? What felony is that?
I think it's an F2.
It could be a F1, though, I think.
I don't think so.
I think it's an F2.
Okay.
Leaving the scene of property crash with property damage, that's a misdemeanor. DeWillis is a misdemeanor.
So it ain't really too bad. Like, this is what I expected. And you know what? This is what my family told me. This is what my homeboy done told me. So, and it makes me kind of like, because like I can handle that. I did that. So it's like, whatever, like, even like, you know, it's all about the state attorney and how they want to look at it and stuff, how the judge want to look at it.
Right.
And, you know, at the end of the day, it happened, and I couldn't do nothing but, because if I came in here with all that, and this, because what if I could have got worse?
No, you're right.
It could have got worse, because now you got to dig into it, and now you got to be like, okay, you got to think about it, like, damn, he didn't tell me nothing.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, you could have said, I didn't drive the car, and I knew that was a lie. At the end of the day, because I had DNA results from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. I have that. So I knew right off the gate.
And I appreciate you so much for another part of this whole ordeal that you, like, and I don't know, like, if that could kind of, like, by me talking to you, I don't know if that could kind of get brought up. But.
Well, you know, I mean, unfortunately, you've gone through similar maybe not a situation like this, but you've gone through the system. You know that the state attorney is going to get the entire recording of this.
Yeah.
They will hear it. Your defense counsel will hear it. Okay? If it goes to trial, a judge will hear it. Okay? So I can't say that it's going to make things better, but what I can tell you, it's not going to make things worse.
I'm saying, but could the I know they probably could. Would they more likely bring up another situation, another charge based on that situation?
What do you mean?
I guess, like, because the whole point of was because y'all asked me about the gun.
Okay. Well, what I will tell you is, you're being honest with me, I'll be honest with you, there is a federal hold on you.
So that's what they were talking about, the out-of-county warrant.
That is correct.
And they kids. And you know what?
What's up?
All the signs, like the drones, all that, like, I just don't understand it, because the girl I was just talking to, she went to jail yesterday, the day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so they say, and because same thing, like I told you, we got into it about how I'm acting due to this situation. And she went to talking about what she want to do to herself.
Okay.
And you could imagine how that made me feel.
I'm sure.
So it kind of like, I've been going through a lot. And it's like, but that's what came to her the other girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at it like now, like, but I mean, but how the FBI work is, you could be by association or just anything.
Well, it's not,
they brought up for that.
Again, that's not even, that's outside my wheelhouse. All I know that it's there. Okay, and it's not the FBI, it's the ATF.
Oh,
So.
Yeah, so but hey, it ain't mine. So like,
No, I got you.
I mean, like,
But I just wanted you to know that's
yeah,
what that
of
hold
course,
is for. Because,
of course.
you know, like I said, it's a federal hold. I don't know what charge was brought to them.
And I don't know, because that I thought, because when I went to trial for that, like when you came
Yeah.
to trial, they said something about that they were supposed to send the gun in for DNA testing.
Mm-hmm.
They never sent it in.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to use that as containment. But my lawyer, I guess, argued the fact that they were trying to keep me in the system for this right here.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
In which they were trying to push, like, to keep me in pretrial release and keep me
got you.
checking in and stuff.
Yeah, of
So I
course.
don't, yeah, you know, like,
Of
it's
course.
on, you know, the right thing to do, I guess, on y'all behalf. But my my lawyer did tell me after they threw the charge out, after they dismissed the charges,
Mhm.
that charges could still be brought up if they decide that they want to send a gun in for DNA testing.
That's correct.
That's crazy because it's like I guess it only been double jeopardy if regular state did it, because you charged them with the same gun twice.
Well, that's the thing. You never went to trial for it. So
No, they charged me with it though.
right, but you never went. You never
I
went
went
to.
I went to trial.
Well, no.
I got
you,
to trial.
You were in jury selection. You weren't in trial. You weren't found innocent. You weren't found guilty. You were in jury selection. You were in the pre. You were getting ready to start trial. Everything happened, and then your attorneys were able to get have the state drop the charges, but they can go back and retry. So.
Well, I mean, I don't really know what it's for. I'm contemplating, but at the
Well,
end of the
and
day-
like I said, once you, I'm not sure if you'll know once you get to Orange County or what.
so
I think for federal holding it's in Seminole. So I'm not sure how that's going to work because you have local charges here, but you also have the federal charges. So I don't know how that's going to work.
yeah, but they got a federal. Excuse me. They got a federal. They got a federal holding on Orange County.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, they got a federal side.
No, I didn't know that.
Back there in the main.
I got you.
part of that. But that's so you don't get bonded on federal charges or one thing.
No. I can tell you the bond on my charges
Yeah,
is $55,000.
55,000.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no use of spending that because I ain't gonna get out anyway. So I would just put that in my account. Wow, man. It just keep getting better. I mean, but you know what? At the end of the day, ain't nothing that's really, I mean, well, until, I don't know. Like, but I don't think I'm gonna catch no life sentence for none of this.
This is what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can say you did the right thing and talk. Because that's going to help in here, and it'll help up here too. All right, man?
Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get on this road, man.
That's all you can do, man.
I'm gonna get out of here, man.
All right, bud.
Yeah, sooner or later you can stop running.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying you were running in the first place, but the fact of the matter is you're always looking over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Like, most definitely.
You were looking.
some
You were
point-
looking for an op.
at some
that was
point, you're gonna-
that might be, upset.
You're going to find some peace at some point.
Yes.
And you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
If when I finally do, like, it's gonna give it time because it's gonna be some time, a little time.
It's going to be a lot of time, but you know what? That's what you need.
I don't need a lot of time.
Well, sometime.
Well, again, like you said a little while
Oh,
ago.
I don't mean time as far as jail time.
Yeah.
No, I mean time. I just mean time in general in your life
Yes.
It's gonna be
to get through this.
You're still a young man.
Yeah. See, it's gonna be a little time, and it's gonna be enough time where it lets this situation kind of die down. Even though I'm gonna have to deal with it in jail a lot. So
What you need to worry about is get through what you got to get through on this. Whatever's coming your way for a punishment, get through that,
mhm.
and then when you get out, live a life that you could respect.
Most definitely. And you know what?
A life that you're not looking over your shoulder. A life that you're not worrying about what people think. Just live your life.
Like, even though I was basically like, I was cheating on Rochelle a lot with it. Rochelle was there almost every step of the way, but basically like, telling me, hey, like, I know you and everything's gonna be alright, like, you just gotta, and if it comes, you gotta deal with it, like I said, man, it's right here hard, like, I would, like, man, you know what, I'm really put myself in the situation, like out of
You're
word
vul-
of mouth.
You're vulnerable.
Yeah, like, but I always feel like I can't sit there, but because I already felt like not even talking to you guys in the first place, and it feels so bad because I'm basically like, I'm ignoring the whole situation. Like I'm basically saying like, forget her, like, I can't go to a funeral. Can't get nothing. Like possessions that we share that I purchased for her, like I can't get none of that. So it's like I ain't got nothing.
Mm.
But
I got you.
she's gone. So like, and even though the car like messed up and red, like I wouldn't mind having a picture, like that's the car.
If you
like,
want both, you could have both.
and it's crazy, like, because it's like you look at it and it most of the time it'll remind you of the situation, but when you still look at certain parts, even the seat, you remember things that happened on that seat.
So if you want them, you're more than welcome to have them.
I appreciate
No problem.
that. So
I think we're done, my friend.
yeah,
So,
man, it's alright.
and we just want to make sure we get you to where you got to go. You know, maybe you get a little bit of food. 'Cause you are looking a little skinny. You're a lot skinnier than you were when I saw you in February.
Hey, I'm gonna get it all back, man.
Yeah, you
I got time to get it back, so it's alright.
Hey, I don't do this often,
Me neither, man.
but thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. All
Yes,
right?
sir. You too,
Take care of
man.
yourself, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Time now is 19:51 hours. We're going to conclude this interview. Oh, actually, one quick question. Because the phone that you had, I have,
Okay.
okay? You said there are text messages, so I can kind of understand how your relationship is. Do you feel comfortable giving me the password to that phone so I could look at the text messages just to kind of see?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember it?
Yeah,
That's
I don't.
fine. That's fine. I figured I'd ask anyways.
Yeah,
But
I promise I would have gave
no,
it.
I got
but
you.
don't.
I'm going to give you my business card. So
If I remember,
if you do remember,
yeah,
just reach out to me.
All right.
All right.
And my dad's number,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
her number, just
We'll be.
Oh yeah, we're not going to be
We'll
put it out there.
how
Got
you
you.
talk to her like the homegirl because
No, I got you.
I don't want you like what they calling me for.
No, I got you, man. I got
We
you.
ain't going to put you out like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not at all. Well, again, thanks again, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man. And you know what?
What's
this one exactly my people done said it would. And it's crazy that I was scared. I was scared. I'm like, man, like, because like I told you, you got cops to do their job like they're supposed to. You got bad cops that just resent the other side of the fence.
you. Right.
Sometimes,
That's not me.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just understand that this is just your work, it's your job. Like everybody ain't.
For you, this is out of the norm for you, right? There's a reason why.
Yeah.
Think about that, right? It's not so much about us; it's about you right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why you're taking a step towards something that's gonna, in the end, gonna be better. You're gonna walk through the shit to get to the good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do. But keep your head up, right?
Got to.
Because you did. I mean, think about what you did today. That was probably the hardest thing you did in your life.
This was hard.
Yeah.
But
But so you're gonna be okay.
You're
yeah,
gonna be fine, man.
You're alive. You're breathing, right?
well with y'all anyway. But
You
I gotta
you
roll
are
ahead.
listen. You're
All
gonna
the
be.
way.
You do.
You're gonna be fine.
All
You're
right.
gonna be fine.
No matter how it goes.
Exactly.
You're gonna get there.
Yep. All right.
All right.
1953, concluding this interview.
Richard, I'm just messing with you.
Hey, just like I said, if you need me, call me.
I got you, man.
Okay. If there's anything that you decide that you remember that you want to add,
Mhm.
just let me know. Hit me up.
I got
I'm sure your attorneys will be like, don't talk to him, don't talk to him, don't talk to him, but,
And you know what? That's what, when I came to try, that's what my attorney said.
Oh, well.
She said,
but when I stepped
don't
out,
say nothing, don't say nothing. No, wait,
Oh, yeah.
She said, make sure you say you want your lawyer.
Yep.
Take care, man.
Yeah, you too, bro.
yeah, thanks again.
Yeah, man. I
You're real.
appreciate you too,
You're real.
man. Yeah,
Okay, man? Take care of
I
yourself.
keep in
buddy.
contact with you every once in a while. Just
Absolutely,
keep
man. Thank you so much, okay?
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you. Hey, Albert, I am going to be, my partner's running down to get your other ID. I'm going to throw it in with your stuff,
All right.
okay?
You can leave it there. I'll grab it. Stand up real quick. Same thing.
Yeah.
Then we can drink. So all this stuff I'm gonna put in with your personal items, so you'll have it with you when you go into jail. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Albert, like I said, you'll have your new ID and the ID that I had in my possession.
Yeah,
Okay.
you owe me $50.
What's that?
You owe me $50.
I don't owe you $50.
Yeah. I had to go, man, they charged me $50 for that ID.
That crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. They said I didn't make a payment on the last time for the driver license test.
Oh, that's probably why they charge you $50.
Driver license test was